everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In this video I'm going to talk to you about some of our favourite books that we've read aloud as a family this year and that the children have really enjoyed. So if you're looking for like a summer reading challenge or just some new inspiration for reading to your children out loud, this video may be for you. So let's get right into it. We'll keep it hopefully nice and short and sweet. So in no particular order at all, my children really love the Rainbow Magic Fairy books. There's loads of these, absolutely loads of them. We sometimes get them from the library. We've got a few here at home. This is one I've just picked off the bookshelf. They're nice short little books that you can read. And you can probably get them out. Well, we managed to do like one in an evening and they'll enjoy it. The story is pretty much very similar in each of the books. It always follows like one fairy or a group of fairies with a name and a theme, and the children really like to know about the adventures and, you know, if the fairies are going to defeat Jack Frost. So these have been really good read aloud books for our girls before bed. Another book that our girls have really enjoyed has been the Magic Tree House. This is a large series as well that you can get, but what I like about these books is that they actually refer to points in history, so there are actually some facts within the books, which is good for learning, but they've also really loved the adventures that Jack and Annie go on and that the tree house moves and spins, and they're always asking for more of these. So yeah, they've been quite exciting books for our girls. Another great hit, and they're not too thick, quite short books that you could get done in maybe, you know, a short evening's reading book before bed. This one we've recently bought because one of my daughters absolutely loves anything that is dog themed, especially Dalmatians, or anything to do with any kind of dogs, and I've been trying to encourage her to read by herself, so anything that's like dog themed she really wants to know about. I had a little Google about like dog storybooks, and this kept coming up time and time again. There is a bit of a series to this, I believe. It's one that we've had recently. It's by Jeremy Strong, who does lots of books, but it's a very funny book. Even I found myself laughing at this book. In fact, we liked it that much that we read the second one, and I think there's even a third. I'll have to have a look into it. But yeah, this is a really good, funny storybook. It held my children's attention. They really enjoyed it. And again, it's not too thick. We did it over a couple of nights with a few chapters each night. And they kept asking for more, and this book really did make my children and me laugh out loud. It really was funny. The second one, not so much, but it's along the same storyline, and they still enjoyed it very much. So I'd highly recommend the Jeremy Strong, the 100 Mile an Hour Dog, and then the next one is the Return of the 100 Mile an Hour Dog. I think there is a bit of an order to them, so it's this one first, then this one second, and I believe there might be more. I think I saw another one online the other night when I was having a look around, but this has been a great recent read. My girls have also really thoroughly enjoyed The Enchanted Wood by Enid Blyton. It's a classic. I really love this book too. We've read the whole series of it. This is the first one, and they've loved it, and we've even gone on to bake the Google buns, and we bought a recipe book that was themed on Enid Blyton, and it's got things like the toffee shocks in it and stuff like that. My girls ask for this time again, and we read it quite often. In fact, we're currently rereading it again. I don't know how many times we've read it. My youngest especially likes it. I think because of all the whimsical and fairy tales. Yeah, they've thoroughly enjoyed it, and this book is a series book. So there are other books. It's a bit thicker, and we have spent a bit longer on it, but it's been nice to do like maybe a chapter a night or a couple of chapters each night. We also did a little like side project with The Enchanted Wood as well, which was good for our learning. And a lot of like themed baking, because there's lots of things that the characters will make for their friends and stuff, and we've made similar things to go with that and link him, which has been really, really nice. Oh, and in saying that, even though I don't have the book with me, another similar book by Enid Blyton is The Wishing Chair. It's very, very similar in the context that they go off to different adventures and different lands, a bit like in the Faraway Tree, where they climb the tree and they go off to different like lands and worlds and all the rest of it. But that's been a really good book too. But above The Wishing Chair, I'd highly recommend, I think, this one. This one first. This is the one that we always go back to. This is the one my little one will pick up and ask me to read. And I think The Wishing Chair is a bit, maybe because it's so similar, they don't ask for it as much. Another really well-read book in our house that my kids absolutely adore and love is Roald Dahl Fantastic Mr. Fox, and we purposely bought the one that's got the illustrations as well, so as I was reading through they could sit and see pictures. My children are 7 and 6 now, literally just turned 6, and they love it when there's some pictures. Can I see the pictures as I'm reading to them? And they've asked for this book time and time again. They know the characters inside out, they want to talk about it, they will say about Boggy Spunts and Bean. They have got so much enjoyment from this book. It's one that's picked up, just like the Enchanted Wood, quite often and said, can we read this? And I've reread it that many times I've lost count of these two books. They really, really enjoy them a lot, and I'd highly recommend them. And if you've got young children, you want to get them into reading, I would recommend getting picture book, like with pictures, illustrations in. This is brilliant because it does have the illustrations in, whereas there are some in the Faraway Tree, but they're a bit more black and white, a bit more simple. But my girls still enjoyed it, really enjoyed it. And my last book to recommend that is like a chaptery book that the girls have really enjoyed as well. I wasn't sure how they'd get on with this because it's a bit of a longer book, but because they liked the Roald Dahl and Fantastic Mr. Fox so much, and they'd seen the BFG as a film on the telly, we ended up buying Roald Dahl the BFG, and we read this book, and they absolutely adore this one too. I think Roald Dahl's a classic, isn't it? And they've enjoyed it. I mean, we also bought with this one, we bought the illustrated version as well, so they had some pictures, so they could, you know, see some pictures as I was reading to them. And I think we did like a chapter or a couple of chapters each night. So they have really, really enjoyed this, and they've actually asked me if they could have more Roald Dahl books. Their next one that they really want is Matilda, but we haven't done that one yet. And currently my 7-year-old, who has just, I'd say she's a beginner reader, she is just reading Roald Dahl The Magic Finger by herself. She's doing a couple of pages each day, and it's been really surprising how well her reading has come on, since one, listening to aloud to us, and also using a few other reading programs that we've used alongside her learning, to now hear her being able to read quite clearly and sufficiently the pages of the book. It's absolutely lovely. It makes me burst with pride. So yeah, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gives you some inspiration if you are looking for some like family reading, read aloud time books. Let me know if you've got any favourites in your family. What your children's like go-to chaptery book or go-to book that they really, really enjoy. Out of all the books I've showed you, I think the two that my girls gravitate to all the time would have to be the Roald Dahl Fantastic Mr. Fox, and also the Enid Blyton The Enchanted Wood Faraway Tree series. Most evenings that book will be picked up, and sometimes I'll have to say, no, let's do something else instead, just to change the pace a bit. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.